Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Dev Chat Fridays with me, Jasper, and of course, Mr. Derek Laporte. Hey man, what's up?
Hey. Just enjoying the inside cold while it's hot outside.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were in the Antarctics or something.
Yeah, no, just the intense AC.
And anyways, I also want to welcome everyone that watches this back on YouTube, Twitch, or whatever platform you use. Uh, Well, I've seen some updates this week, Derek, and
Yeah,
it's mostly being on the visual side. Can you
yeah,
share us something that you're working on?
sure. Let me pull that up. Or do you have the video? Do you have the video with it?
I I do not have that
Okay,
readily
that's
available.
okay. That's okay. I will
That
get
is
it.
that is your part, man.
That
I'll
is
just
my part.
share.
Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. Yeah.
I'll,
So
I'll I'm just talking the show together while you show everyone the updates.
All right, no worries. So yeah, I will talk about it. So basically the primary game scene, right, has kind of gone through a big visual update, in which a lot of like the UI elements have been moved around, and yeah, and it's looking a lot a lot better than it did
It looks
before.
a lot cleaner. It looks a lot crisper.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel right now the background. It felt to me like it's basically there's a large empty void in there.
right.
But now I'm impressed by it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I
I
I
have it ready now.
I want to thank the artist that wants to stay unknown for it. It's an old. How do you say it? An old friend that we knew from back in the days.
Yeah.
All right, let me add it to the stream.
Okay. Is it going?
It looks a lot crisper and clean now.
Yeah.
I think now I'm just gonna say what I think. I do think we need to stress out the crystals more. They look a little bit insignificant right now,
Yeah.
while they're the most significant part of the game that you need to bring down. I don't know what do you guys think on YouTube or whatever platform you're on. Just write it down in the comments and we can show it and see what feedback.
Yeah. So there's also the if you notice the let me go back just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Oh, maybe I'm having issues with StreamYard. Ah, there we go. StreamYard's blocking me from clicking. There we go. Yeah, so watch the attack here. That happens from the enemy. So we've got like a
Oh,
kapow
a
thing
cool.
there. Yeah, like a onomatopoeia, as it is called. Um, One of the things that is also new is these cards have a particle system that activates when they are when you can use them. Um, that's still I'm still working on that because with particle systems, once they stop, they still kind of continue going. So you'll notice, for instance, dragging the 3 here, which I don't have enough mana for the others of these, but they still kind of glow because it takes a while for the particle to disperse. Um, so I'm working on that, but yeah, yeah,
Uh, the,
it's
the feedback so far has been really good from what I can read in the comments. Matt, to answer your question, it is not necessary for an MVP, but this doesn't stop progress because we do have designers set aside, and it's just simply, well, it's not simply, I don't want to downgrade Derek's word, it's not simply putting it in. Of course, it needs some coding, but the artist, how do I say it? Like, there's no other work for the artist, and I mean, this artist to do that would speed up the process for the MVP. So I shouldn't worry about that. That is still going good.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a blend of back end, front end, right? Back end is still being worked on by the coders that handle back end, and front end, and the visuals, right? That's it. It is separate people. I'm just a blend of the two because obviously, most of these things still require coding for them to work and to activate and things such as that. Um, but but ultimately, the better the game looks, the better it's going to feel to play too, right? And um,
I am not a big fan of the big green circle.
yes, as yeah, and I'm as I mentioned, I don't like it either. I think that the weakest part right now for me is still the fight targeting arrow. Including the circle to hit is including the arrow portion of it, and then the pieces of the arrow that go across. I still think that is a thing that needs work. Uh,
Yeah, I know, and I agree with Union Shadow that the animation bring the characters to life. I'm
mhm.
almost to the point where I want to switch from Fishlight to Burger Dog because the waggly tail makes the character with him not looking the brightest and the smartest. It just looks like he's enjoying life while he's actually fighting for his uh, life and his crystal.
Yeah,
But it looks pretty slick, man.
yeah. I have another thing too that I can share because we've been I believe I stopped sharing. Did I stop sharing?
Yeah, you stop
Okay.
sharing.
Okay, let me go to the other folder real quick. Let me see so I can bring this up. Um, I don't know that this has been shared either outside of like, let me see. I don't have a mute for this
That's your
thing.
number one Cat Fee fan saying Burger Dog is so cool.
Yeah, Burger Dog is cool. It is true. Um, Let me see. I still have to pick a background for this because because it's squarey. Let me see if I can put a photo behind this so it's not as weird looking. Give me one sec.
We have a
I'm almost
question, by
ready.
the way, while
Yeah.
you search for it. Will different type of Neemod will they have different attack animations? For example, will Ariel be different?
Yeah, that's a good question. So they will have different attack animations. Each animal will have a different attack animation. So yeah, so like creatures that are like birds and stuff that fly are going to have like naturally like a flying kind of
Actually,
attack.
I would recommend you to go to our YouTube page and look for the video where we are talking to Ben. I think he shows some attack animations. So for the animals, they are different. But what about the kaboom? Will that all stay the same, or will there be a difference in that?
The kapow and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's right now that it's not even randomized which thing that is. So that will be something that also like it will change as well. Um, we are planning on not so one of the things is kind of having them do their attack animation and then not the translation, which is the movement necessarily across the screen. So you'll have them like do that, and then and then they're gonna eventually all the creatures are also gonna have hit animations. So when they get hit, they're gonna like have a certain animation too. So the kapow is something that's kind of like a placeholder kind of thing for that to happen. Then we'll probably make it like smaller and have that like get hit animation later. But basically we won't have the translation so they're not overlapping. So you see the little, like for instance, the one of the cutest ones is the lava lamb, right? That kicks its like front little legs. So it'll do that, and then you'll see the reaction of the creature that it hit. But yeah,
I almost think you are living near the Mediterranean Sea. How you use your hands to talk.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I do like talking with my hands quite a bit, but let me share again my screen real quick so you can see some another thing that's being developed. So does every can you see this?
Wild Crush.
Yes, working title, guys, working title. But yeah, so this is the kind of our uh, version of that game known as Candy Crush, right? Um, I've had there's been a good amount of feedback on this,
Up,
so
up,
there's going to be
up
lots of
north.
changes.
Yeah, no, this has been popular in Telegram too. But what we want to do with this is we want to actually bring it out as a web game, and then also bring it out probably, well, not probably. We're gonna apply for it to be on Facebook Gaming. It's just to bring some extra details to our Nemods, and thereby indirectly leading them to Wildcard as well, which will be the first big game of the Nemods. And then slowly we're going to build out other mini games just to make it fun, to make it lighthearted, and an indirect marketing
Yeah,
plan.
exactly. Nice branding of our characters. And it's pretty. It's just as addictive as the original was. You know, it, I, as you can see, I'm probably just going to play this now and stop chatting.
I mean, you shouldn't introduce this right now because
Yes.
one of our members that played this a lot, she's going on holiday, and we don't want her to lock herself up in her hotel room and have her playing this all the time.
Right. Right. That's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah. Like not. She probably won't have much of a holiday. She'll just be playing this the whole
Yeah,
time. But yeah, so that's another thing that kind of been working on as well. That again,
you
that
you
is
you poked the bear, Derek.
I poked a bear. Uh-oh. Where can I play this right now? Yeah. So there's an application build of it, right? I'm working on getting. So I've ran into some issues with Unity HTML5. So transitioning it to that in order to get it to Facebook has been a little, a little, a little, a little annoying as far as like trying to get these bugs solved. Um, but once those are solved, then there will be a HTML version of it, which then, as Jasper said, will push to Facebook Instant. I've already
The
got like a thing set up for it, so it won't actually take that long. And I'm not
I
exactly sure how long the approval process is.
I've noticed one big bug. Actually, it's not really a bug, but it was green and it looked like a coffee cup. That needs to be taken out.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're a fish light lover. You don't like cat feed.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
That is I think clear by now. Uh, we're actually also thinking about making a different version. It's the same game, but it's more like an arcade style where you have to pay X amount of medic to play, and then we'll have daily distribution based on the leaderboard. But
yeah.
that is for the future.
Yes.
We first want to bring this mini game out bug free. Once again, it won't affect the development of
No.
the game. Right now, the biggest point that we're working on is making sure the database is ready, making sure it interacts properly with the game, and then making sure it properly interacts with the marketplace and thereby the blockchain.
Yeah.
So we're pushing out a game build this week, which is aimed more as a showcase game build. People can
Yeah.
start playing it. They don't need to connect their wallet. They'll have all the cards available that are in the starter decks. And it's mainly to showcase all the guilds we've been in contact with. It's to showcase all the venture capitalist firms we've been in contact with, and basically everyone from influencers as well. We just want them to have a build out there that will showcase the possibilities that Wildcard have. So while
Right.
the game developers are working on the database and the blockchain, we do have some time to upgrade the looks, to bring out those mini games,
Right.
and it won't affect development in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, the thing is that it's all about the player having fun, right? So putting the player first at all times, and all these upgrades do aid with that, right? They really aid with the player's enjoyment, having these animations, having things react on screen. Yeah.
That is important, because the two major flaws in play and earn gaming right now are that the games are not fun, they're boring, they're considered a grind. The
Yeah.
biggest reason right now people are playing those games is just based on ROI. I think 67% of the people that did a poll voted on ROI is the most important aspect of a game.
Right.
And then the economies are not stable. So with how
Yeah.
we set it up, we make the game fun. We actually benefit from player retention, so we need to make it fun. We need them to want to level it up, because the more they interact in the game, the better it is for the
Yeah.
economy. And then
And I think
slowly,
I think that those things feed into each other, right? So like 71% of people care about ROI right now because the games aren't fun, right? So like
yeah,
they're not playing it because it's not fun, they're playing it for an ROI. So that's because specifically the game's like a boring kind of clicker kind of game, you know?
yeah, no, that's for sure. When you take Splinterlands, which is one of, well, I don't want to say competitors, but that is a card strategy game right now, which is
Right.
the most popular one on the blockchain. You can
Yeah.
build your deck, but then you just press play, and it automatically plays for you. There's some strategy in there, but it is not the same as Wildcard, and that is what I've been saying lately. Everyone in Web3 and blockchain is looking for the answer: how can we get more wallets? And I think having a fun game, approaching your standard gamer, making it easy for them and making it fun, will slowly hover them over, especially when they earn tokens that go up in value and not have something like SLP that goes down in value.
Yeah. I There's an old adage, right, that basically designed by developers or developed by designers, right? Like the latter of those two is usually a more engaging product than the former, because just because it's taking a consideration of the end user, right? And I think that because of that, you know, and this is kind of one of those things where, like, obviously, like going around at GDC, like everybody was like talking about the same thing, you know, like you have to design for the enjoyment of the player, right? Like bring joy to the player. That should be the primary goal of a game. um, Now, the thing that we get that other games don't have, right, is this play to earn kind of model in which you can actually kind of make money. You know, you can unlock stuff with this. You can benefit from it in other ways as well. But yeah, but also if you're having fun and you're benefiting from it, I don't know if you saw this, but this is a bit of a tangent, but Diablo Immortal has come out. It is a mobile version of Diablo, and there was some article about it that was like it's $110,000 to max out a character in their model. That is a character that you're not going to be able to sell to anybody, or it's literally it's literally throwing away money.
One of the biggest examples that I keep on using is obviously I'm European. It's FIFA. They have their ultimate team. And then every year you try to collect the best cards that are out there, the best players. But then when a new season starts, a new game comes out, and you have to start from scratch. And they allow you to purchase points in there to buy your packs to get your good player. And I think that we have something here that can break the current routine of what games are.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, I think the average Hearthstone player spends around 350, $400 a year to keep on playing.
Right.
So those cards are as well. Like I remember back in the day also with Fortnite that if you had the OG Halloween skeleton, you could sell it on eBay for $10,000, but they obviously didn't like that. So what Fortnite did is they introduced that same skin again, just to make some more money on their side. And I think with our economy, where 65% flows back into the player, it is perfect for them to benefit, and it's perfect to show them how it's done properly, and benefiting the players.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Anyways, we're now more into it. It almost sounds like a sales talk,
right?
But we're all here for game development.
Yeah.
This is more of a side talk. I think it's better to do this on an AMA or to do it in one of those outsider AMAs we're doing.
Yeah.
We do have a question from Matt. There's a version available for everyone to play right now. I just jumped out of the dev chat meeting, or the dev meeting, and by the looks of it, that version that we talked about that we're going to send out to VCs and to gaming guilds will be ready on Monday. And then I'll make sure Derek will post it in Discord for everyone who has early access, so that they can play around and bug test it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have anything else, Spicy, you want to share right now?
I mean, it pretty much that. As far as like, we've kind of gone over a little bit of the updates too, right? Like what's being worked on. Obviously, getting this new version build out will be pretty nice, because there's a lot of upgrades that are already kind of in it, and yeah, I mean, I think that that's the big thing, right? Is how good the game's starting to look. And one other thing we can talk about, which was in the dev chat meeting, and I think is cool to like talk about, is the fact that like we've got all the animals, right? We've only got like 5 left that don't have idle animations. So in 1 week, every single animal, every single Neemot, right, in the game will have at least an idle animation. And I think that is huge, for sure, because the animation does bring up that quality a lot. Like it even makes Jasper consider a burger dog, for instance. So
that's also because you don't show me the fish light.
Well, yeah, the fish light does have an animation though, but
I know, but you never show it. I sense some biased judgment in you.
I don't know. I might be on the cat fee people's payroll.
Oh, okay. That's why you're dressing up warm, and they're buying you clothes.
Yeah, they're sending me pink hoodies.
Yeah, but there's a taco cat on there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another one I can't wait for to be playing with in the game. That's going to be, you know,
I love that meme that they brought out where his face is like Johnny from The Shining. I think that movie.
yeah, yeah.
And it fits perfectly. It's a perfect match in there. I mean, that's how I envision every cat to be grumpy. I just don't know why Cat Fee is so annoying.
I like how like frantic it looks. It does really look like it's highly caffeinated.
Yeah, and it looks like it doesn't know where it is in the world. Anyways, if those are the updates, I do want to conclude it, Derek. We've been going for 30
Sounds good.
minutes.
Yeah,
Uh,
sounds
I,
good.
I want to remind everyone to subscribe to our channel, to like this video. And if you do want to get notified if we're doing another Dev Chat or AMA, please make sure you click the little bell notification. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Bye, y'all.
See you. Bye bye.